What's up, everybody? This is your girl Diamond Too Real coming to you on this beautiful Monday morning on the Bayou. So, you saw the title, Back at It Like a Bad Habit. What's up to everybody in the building? What's up, Rodale? How you doing? If you can hear my voice, you woke up this morning and it's another week that God has given you to make a change. Yes, it's all about making a change. If you're not happy where you at in life. And a lot of us wake up very unhappy with where we is in life. Now they tell you, be thankful. You got to be thankful for your roof. You got to be thankful for your job. You got to be thankful for your car. You got to be thankful. Yes, be thankful. But there's nothing wrong with wanting more and wanting better. If it's affecting your mental health, there's nothing wrong with wanting more, wanting better. You do not have to stay down into this whole shebang of just be grateful for what God gives you. Yes, that's half of it. Be grateful for what God gives you until He tells you to elevate, because God will tell you to elevate. Excuse me. Don't think God will give you something. Say you've been homeless and you want an apartment. You like, God, just give me an apartment, God. At that moment, you'll take any apartment. It could be full of rats, roaches, all type of things. Okay, you just want it. And after you got that apartment, okay, how long are you supposed to sit in this whole, thank God I got this little raggedy apartment? Okay, how long are you supposed to just stay in that? Because yes, we're thankful. Let's not get that mixed up. We are thankful, okay, because we're not homeless no more. But how long do you stay on that level before God puts in your ear, it's time to elevate? I brought you out of homelessness. I gave you this as a startup. Now it's time for you to use this that I gave you to get more, because you don't have to stay down in poverty. You don't have to stay down in pain. You don't have to stay down in these things just because they tell you be thankful and be grateful. God wants you to elevate. God did not put us here just to suffer and live on this lower standards, because people tell you be thankful, be grateful for the little bit. Just like I be hearing a lot of people say, and I ain't gonna lie, I hear a lot of people say it. I used to say I want to be rich. I used to say I'm gonna get $1 million. I used to say that all the time. And if you black, telling black people this, child, especially if you're a black woman telling other black people, I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. You know what they're gonna hit you with? I got hit with this so many times. I ain't trying to be rich. I just wanna be comfortable. Bitch, do you know what comfortable is? You can be comfortable living paycheck to paycheck because you comfortable on that night that your paycheck dropped, but you very uncomfortable by the next day. Let's get that straight. See, we've been told these stories about how we should move and what we should be grateful for, and we shouldn't want too much. You can want some, but baby, don't want too much. Like, bitch, what? How about we put how about we tell these kids you can have anything as long as you do the right thing. There's nothing wrong with it. And even adults. We got a lot of adults out here that feel like their life is over, especially when you hit 40. I'm 44. When I tell you 40 was an adjustment, but it don't matter what age you are. It's nothing wrong with living on a certain standard. You don't have to be at the bottom. I really believe they tell you this type of stuff to make you feel like you can stay down. Because a lot of times these are people that got less than you. Okay? It's never really people that I mean, have more than you. I'm sorry, not less than you. It's never really people that have less than you that be like, child, just be thankful, be grateful. A lot of times it's people that have more than you. You ain't got no car, they got a car. They like, child, just be grateful. They got a house, you ain't got no house. They like, child, be grateful. And it's like, you wasn't grateful. You worked for what you wanted. Why can't I do it? Why do I have to stay down because that's what you told me to do? No, we not living in those days no more. We get in what we want, how we want them, and still being grateful. Okay? Because there's nothing wrong with being grateful and elevating. God wants that for you. Yes, God wants that for you. Okay? It's hard out here. You gotta get up and you gotta figure something out and you gotta make it. Okay? Like, I be watching these videos, people be like, everybody's broke, everybody's going homeless, everybody's gonna be living in hotels instead of apartments. And it's like, no, everybody not. You make this content for a certain type of person. People that watch everybody broke content and be like, yeah, everybody is broke. No, y'all broke. Y'all broke in the spirit, broke in the mind. Because brokenness don't always have to be in your pocket. Okay? You can be broke in the principles. You can be broke in morals. You can be broke a whole lot of ways. And I honestly feel that that type of content, people that like that type of content, see, I watch it so I can see what not to do. I watch it so I can see the mistakes I have made. I see other people doing. I ain't gonna do it again. That's why I watch that type of content. Okay? But I'm not the one watching the content like, yeah, everybody broke. Everybody going homeless. No, everybody's not. You got people out here that will live below their means, will give things up to live a better life. Yeah. To live a better life. They will give things up. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not having a car for a while because you want to invest your money somewhere else or you just don't want the stress of that car. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.